Not to be deterred by a little bit of rain, today we are momentarily leaving Billy behind as we take a day trip to Rottnest Island. But first, we need to sort out a little bit of transport. Whoa, look at my hair, that's wild. Should we like give some context to where we are? They're the gears. Yeah, they're the gears. They go down and then there's a smaller one and that's how you change them back up. Yep, that's it. Okay, all right. So it has been a little while since I've talked to the camera, so I'm feeling very rusty. You may hear it on my voice that I am a little bit sick. I'm getting over it, and therefore I have absolutely crashed out from the week that was. But today we are finally on Rottnest Island. And we've hired ourselves a couple of electric bikes. Very lucky to get them. We couldn't actually manage to book them online last night. And I was a little bit worried that we're going to get stuck with some electric scooters. I'm going to put it out there. I'm not a fan of the electric scooter, but we have got some electric bikes. So I'm appreciating that because I'm not feeling so crash hot and therefore I'm getting puffed really easily. And this is just such a great way to see this island. The island is tiny. We've already done like half of it and we're just taking our time and exploring all these little crevices on the southern end. Would it be the southern end? Eastern end. Southeastern end. But we haven't seen a quokka yet. We are here to see quokkas. Let's be realistic. And we haven't found one yet. So keep your fingers crossed that we spot one soon. Is there anything you'd like to add, Rowan?
No, look, I think we're just here for a good time, first and foremost, and that's what we're having.
We are having a good time. Okay, well, let's keep going. We're headed to Geordie Bay, so we'll see you there.
See you there.
Here. I feel like the camera's not quite doing it justice.
Another pink lake.
It's another pink lake and possibly the pinkest that we have found so far. It's got water in it. That's a good start. I think because there are some really rugged coastal flora around here, it's giving alpine vibes. Like I feel a little bit like I'm in Tasmania. It's interesting. There's also a lot of lakes. A lot of inland lakes for such a small island.
You know it takes 35 minutes to get here from Perth, from Fremantle? That's a fact. I wrote that fact.
So we're standing here at Little Armstrong Bay and have just learned that before the last sea level rise, which was about 7,000 years ago, this island used to be connected to mainland Perth, which is crazy to think since it took us how long to get here?
35 minutes by ferry.
From Fremantle. Yeah.
There's also only one wind turbine here, like for renewable energy.
Well, apparently it powers the whole island.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I've never seen one on its own.
Yeah, no. It's actually the primary source of power for the township where we landed. All right, well, detour to Geordie Bay via Little Armstrong Bay. We'll keep going.
Let's do it.
Those clouds look so ominous in the camera. They look less ominous in real life. I think I'm gonna hang out here all day. Is that cool? With my new friends. So do as I say and not as I do. These quokkas might look very cuddly and they are really friendly, but they're wild animals and you shouldn't touch them. This guy was pretty damn insistent though. I swear this was not my fault.
This happened.
I understand. After a full day of cruising around the island, getting chummy with the quokkas and soaking in the beauty of Rottnest, we were feeling worn out but satisfied. With 35 minutes to rest and reflect on a great day, I was feeling bittersweet, knowing our time in Perth was also coming to an end. Good morning. We have a sunny day and we are finally leaving Perth Purgatory. This caravan park has served its purpose, but I am very keen to get out of here. I've got a few things that we need to sort out today before we head out of this metropolitan centre. Got to fill up some water, fill up our gas because we ran out yesterday. We need to do some grocery shopping, find a little bit of coffee because Perth actually it has quite a few wonderful local coffee roasters. I've tried out a few, but there are some more to go, and I want to hit up those coffee shops before we leave because I feel like this is going to be the last stop for some genuinely good coffee for some time, possibly. I might eat my words later. I hope that I do, but I have a feeling that it's gonna get hard from here. After that, we hope to also find somewhere to get some wonderful vegan food. Might hit up the restaurant that we already have eaten at, and then we'll be heading northwards and out of here up towards the Pinnacles, or at least that's what we're aiming for today. So let's get started. The great water heist is complete. Now for job number 2. Okay, we've refilled our gas and I almost died from a coughing attack in store, but now we get to go and find some coffee.
Treating ourselves to one last dose of city coffee and a restaurant meal has become a proper little ritual for our lives on the road. They say you can take a girl out of the city, but, well, you know. Our evening was spent quietly tucked away in an undisclosed beachside location where we successfully slept in a beachside car park.
Wow, it is so sunny this morning. It's another beautiful day. It is now 8 a.m. We got up at 6 because we stealthed in a little beachside car park. Ooh, windy. And we're headed to the Pinnacles today, but man, what a false start it has been. We spilt a litre of oil all over the floor in the van, all through a bag of food that we had not packed away yet. So it's it can only go up from here. Where we have camped is, what is it? It's about a 50-minute drive away from the Pinnacles, so we're not too far. And I'm keen. I mean, it's meant to be so otherworldly and exciting, and experts, geologists, actually kind of have no idea how the Pinnacles formed. Like, there are varying views as to how they came about. I think most likely explanation is that it was years and years of erosion after some very heavy rainfall thousands of years ago, but it could also be aliens. Get the show on the road for us, baby. You are like glistening with this sunrise. Yeah, it is your aura. Wow.
You nailed it. 49 minutes.
Wow.
Back on the road, we followed the coast north. Heading out this morning, the landscapes shifted slowly from coastal townships to vast open spaces. And they got stranger and more spectacular.
This drive this morning is surprisingly spectacular. It's just intermittent views of ocean, grass, trees, and these amazing sand dunes. Had to pull over here because look how beautiful that is. Kind of looks like snow. We're literally on the side of the freeway here, and so you can see the ocean on that side, and then there's the road, and then there's these crazy dunes back here that's sort of sitting in the middle of the bush, in the middle of the scrub.
Walking through this otherworldly landscape, I'm reminded how small we really are in the grand story of Earth. These limestone pillars have endured long after the seas have receded, long before we ever arrived. Visiting the Pinnacles isn't just about seeing a landscape, it's about stepping into a space that encourages stillness, curiosity, and awe.
We can see how yellow the sand is compared to those ultra white dunes that are around here. That contrast, wow.
Very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm both in the desert and next to the water.
Oh, you absolutely are. You're correct. That is where we stand right now.
If you ever find yourself in Western Australia, take the time to come here and walk it. Don't drive. Let the desert speak to you, in its shapes, in its silence, and its enduring beauty.
Wow, it's really like bright yellow, isn't it? Real funky moonscape out here. Real funky. You feel a little bit like you're in a game of World of Warcraft. Like
Barrens?
kind of given the vibes of the Barrens. Yeah, I think so too. What's the verdict? Is it years and years of erosion or aliens?
Oh, this is for sure aliens. No, hands down. Look at the placement. I mean, that's so deliberate.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yep. This like stretch of Western Australia, like where we're headed towards, is actually meant to be notorious for spotting, what are they called? The Min lights and other alien encounters. So it's not outside the realm of possibility. So we have decided to keep on going north today, and we're exploring a few of the small towns, beachside towns that are on the Western Australian coastline along here. I already can't remember the name of them. They had some cool names. We're in Durian Bay right now. What was the one before? Classic. I always do this. It's just when you have been to so many places, it is very hard to draw out from that database in your brain all of those names. Anyway, I have just booked a bush camp for tonight that we're going to be staying at. It's $20 a night, looks pretty nice. They've got toilets there, but no showers. So we have just treated ourselves to a cold beach block shower. One of the things that I have really noticed while living on the road is that a lot of these beachside towns try and discourage people from stealth camping or staying too long in the beach car parks by getting rid of any shower privacy. Even if there's an indoor shower, they make sure that the doors have been pulled off, or they even go one step further and completely remove the taps or take away the shower head, and so you're forced to use the outdoor showers. And so it often leaves you feeling somewhat exposed when it comes to shower time. And for someone who is a little bit more shy and introverted like Rowan and myself, that can be a challenge. Anyway, now we're feeling fresh and ready to keep heading north. It's about another 30-minute drive. We'll stop in Greenhead, I believe it's called, and then just after that is the camp. So let's keep going.
This kind of town hopping is where I thrive in Vanlife. There's something incredibly unique about the slow momentum and ability to act on your sense of curiosity for curiosity's sake. And it increases your chances of finding a free internal shower right after you've soaped yourself outside in public.
It's a mess. It's a mess. All right, we're having potatoes, mashed potatoes with other assorted vegetables for dinner. Is that correct?
Like a bunch of ants globally.
Oh, and a bunch of ants. Had an ant attack. We're staying tonight at Mulligan's Island Eco Camp, which is a basic little bush camp. Very neat and tidy though, and just a few footsteps away from the beach here. And the thing that I have just remembered about being in Western Australia, forgive me, I was unwell for some time, so I wasn't thinking about this, but get to watch the sun set into the ocean. That is something that we do not get the privilege of seeing on the East Coast. And now that we are finally driving along the Indian Ocean, every night, we're gonna get treated to an absolute slice of paradise.
Some places stay with you not because they're loud or full of things to do, but because they invite you to slow down and to feel small in the best kind of way. If you enjoyed this quiet moment in the desert, days by the beach, or exploring Rottnest Island, I'd love for you to come along for more. There's a lot of road ahead, and I'm grateful to share it with you. You can always subscribe if you'd like to follow the journey, or leave a comment because I always love hearing from you. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you on the road.